morning, good afternoon, good evening. In a recent posting by Ms. Charlton Hwende on Twitter, he said something that makes a mockery of the whole principle of that all leaders must be held to democratic account. This is what he said. There are things that I have decided that I'll die with because Nelson Chamisa is my friend. And secondly, I was in a position of trust and all sensitive party information used to come through me. There are many businesses and embassies that helped us in good faith. I'll die with such information. That's why I have turned down numerous opportunities to be interviewed. This is worrying because surely no public official should turn down being held to account. This doesn't make any sense. Particularly when you look at, we are talking here of the main opposition that has failed the people of Zimbabwe. We have said on numerous occasions on this platform that MDC-CCC sold out. They were supposed to implement the democratic reforms to end the ZANU-PF dictatorship. They did not. So most of his information he's saying he's going to die with, he's willing to die with without ever revealing it, and why he's refusing to be held to public account. One can only wonder how much of it has to do with the fact that, or would prove beyond all reasonable doubt, that MDC-CCC have indeed been ZANU-PF Team B in all but name, playing for Team A to win and for Team A to have legitimacy. Welcome to the program, Ben.
Good day to you and good day to our viewers. Thank you for joining us. You know, there's a beautiful thing about truth, and truth will always find a way to come out. I mean, look, in the past few weeks or a month, we have been getting, some truths about some transactions that happened between ZANU-PF and MDC-CCC during the GNU. And this just further solidifies the fact that there is more to it. CCC MDC has always been in bed with ZANU-PF. And now with the information that is coming out, what Charlton has said is like a seed that has been planted. Now people want to know the actual details. It will be forced on him to bring out the details because it's already been said. There is, if something is good, you would never want to hide it from people. That is the honest, truth. The fact that they keep on hiding and say you want to take something, to your grave, it means it is something that is horrible. It is something that you do not want the world to know. If it was a good thing, you would definitely be putting it high up on a hill and bragging about it. But because it's something that will probably disappoint, probably hurt, and probably make the people angry, he doesn't want to say it. But unfortunately, by suggesting it, the people will demand answers, and he must be able to state what exactly happened and with who, by who, the whole 9 yards should be brought out.
What is annoying here is, like you correctly said, information is beginning to come out. I think one of the details that have come out in the last few weeks was the fact that Nelson Chamisa, Tendai Biti, Welshman Nuve, Morgan Trangirai, and many other MDC Triple C leaders were given farms by ZANU-PF. Something that those leaders have been very careful to conceal. Why did they? If they knew that there was nothing wrong with it. Sorry about that small interruption. What we are experiencing here is a situation where these public figures in both ZANU-PF and Triple C believe they have the right to be secretive. If there is one thing that ZANU-PF has done in Zimbabwe, it's made it near impossible for the media to interview those in public office. They are untouchable. And this has allowed a lot of corruption to continue. What people should be annoyed with, particularly with the opposition, is that people have risked everything to elect them into public office for the purpose of implementing the democratic reforms, the reforms that had allowed ZANU-PF to be secretive, the reforms that will allow all leaders to be accountable. So we elected somebody to go and fix something, and then we find the individual himself is hell-bent on making sure that that is not fixed. That leaders should be held to account is something that they don't want, and so they're not fixing that. That is really, really annoying.
No, a lot of people out there believe that the international world is not helping, help us, to get rid of this ZANU-PF dictatorship. But the honest truth is, they have been helping us. You look at organizations like SADC, they have created platforms for us to get rid of ZANU-PF. The problem and the main cause of our suffering. And you will find out that it is actually the MDC, Triple C, that provided a shelter and, defended ZANU-PF all the way. Here is Charlton actually saying that we have been helped by many businesses. We've been helped by many countries. But the question is, what happened to that help? Because if there was help that was coming, we should be seeing something changed on the ground, something changed in your warfare. There's nothing. And this just further solidifies the fact that ZANU-PF and Triple C, or with Nelson Chamisa, they are together in all this. And we're still, many Zimbabweans out there do not know how much they have actually, risked by supporting Chamisa and the MDC. Take, for example, the people in the rural areas. They will be targeted. Some were killed. Some lost their limbs and their hands trying to get, a better Zimbabwe, only to turn out that the opposition have been dining with ZANU-PF all along. The opposition has been getting freebies from ZANU-PF all along. And the opposition has been participating in rigged elections to get seats for members of parliament and councillors. And at the end of the day, get money out of it. Zimbabweans, we need to know these truths, and we need to take Nelson Chamisa and his fellow and his friends to task. We should hold them accountable. They must be answerable to the people. I think that is the best foot forward for now.
I just want to remind people of a recent posting by the same gentleman, Chilton Hwende, MP. In this particular one, he was confirming that Triple C did not deploy many election agents at the polling stations in 2023. And that the money that was meant for that purpose was used to buy cars and farms. This is the kind of detail that the nation is talking about. The nation participated in those elections in good faith because they believed Chamisa when he told them that he had plugged all the vote rigging loopholes, hashtag God is in it, etc., etc. But this kind of information, when it comes out, clearly shows that that promise was just a lie. And this is the kind of information one would expect those in public office are obliged to answer honestly. Because people need to know what is going on. And for somebody to say, I'll take that information to the grave when he's in public office is totally unacceptable. People did not elect you so that you could keep them in the dark. That is the most important message that we have to send out to the opposition. I hope that the people themselves will read into what Chilton Hwende is saying here with the seriousness and urgency the matter demands. We want an opposition that is accountable to the people. And that is not negotiable. And therefore, then for him to be saying he's refusing to be interviewed is unacceptable. And I think the people of Zimbabwe should also be putting more pressure on some of these leaders like Chamisa, Tendai Biti, Welshman Nuwe, to come out and say, did they receive the funds? When did they receive the funds? Under what conditions? Because the people need to know what kind of opposition they've been electing. This is not a secret. This must be done. Think about it. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.